Okay. All right. So some of you already know me. So I'm Dr. Stephanie Blake, and I'm the new Early Childhood Racial Equity Coordinator at Children's First. There's my contact information. That's a little about me. I've been in the field for past over 16 years. I'm very well versed in the childcare space, working on many different programs and funding streams. And just let me stop there. If you have any questions throughout, since it's very lightly attended, please stop us or stop me at any time. And then, sorry about that. And also, I feel this project is very near and dear to my heart. Hearing with different diverse voices. My screen. Throughout the Philadelphia region, and usually hearing from providers. Tech issues going on. Oh no, sorry everyone. I think you can see me. There we go. Technology, sorry. And hearing from providers and what they need and what they want. So before I explain, we talk about what the Early Childhood Provider Council is. I couldn't do this work by myself, so I'm working with a great team, which they're able to join, except one person, two people. So if they can just say hello and tell us their name and their program. So I'll go with Sharon.
Yep. Hi, everybody. My name is Sharon Nielsen, and I'm really excited to be a part of this project. I am a provider of Woodland Academy, the director located in Southwest Philadelphia, and I'm excited that you guys are on this call.
Thank you. Sherilyn.
Hi, welcome everybody. I'm Sherilyn Kimball. I'm a former executive director, now doing consultation work. I am the president of the Kimball Group, and I'm ecstatic to be working with this esteemed group of people, as well as providing an opportunity for providers to share their voice. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you. Adrian?
Good evening. I'm Adrian Briggs, Little Bits Family Child Care Home, and I just say welcome, everyone.
Thank you. Damaris was not able to join us, but she's a part of this fantastic team as well. And then we have Gail.
Hi, I'm Gail Norse, and I was part of the original project, working with providers to hear their voice. And I'm excited to continue to work on this project to make sure the providers' voices are heard.
Thank you. And then we have Deborah, but she wasn't unable to join us this evening, but she's also part of this project. And I also want to just give a quick shout out to Mai. She's on the call as well. She is the Early Childhood Policy Director, so she's also supporting this work. So what is, the Early Childhood Provider Council? So Children's First aims to close racial equity gaps in early childhood education in the Philadelphia region by recruiting childcare leaders of color. So this all stems from the report entitled "The Philadelphia's Early Learning Community Speaks Out: An Action Plan for Quality Improvement," released by the Build Initiative in May of 2021. So if you have not had the chance to look at that report, I really encourage you to do so. So one of the report's most critical finding is that despite the wide range of resources available for early childhood providers, most of them are not visible or known to all of the providers. Additionally, the report indicated that there were duplication of efforts or ineffective coordination among the quality improvement organizations serving the same providers. So Children's First is pleased to announce the formation of the Early Childhood Provider Council with a generous support from Vanguard. So more than 400 providers in the field helped to inform this report in the Southeast region. and they provided recommendations of what was needed. So this council will play a pivotal role in shaping the early childhood landscape. And the Provider Council is integral in the process of determining what quality improvements services should be offered and how and whether city, state, or private funding is available. So how would that all piece together? So what we need, we want to make sure the Provider Council is reflects the diversity of the Philadelphia region. So we want to align the racial equity improvement efforts across the region. We want to ensure that the council is comprised of a diverse group of community-based childcare, Head Start, pre-K counts, and after-school providers in the Philadelphia area. And additionally, we want both teachers, directors, owners, early childhood leaders that may represent a collective of providers, so that their voices all can be heard. So I know there's a lot of programs in the region, and we want to make sure this council is very reflective of that. So we want to take in consideration of those being on the council of star level, program type, location, to make sure there's a good representation across the board, as well as ethnic, linguistic, and immigration backgrounds as well, because we want to make sure we reflect everyone. So regardless of whether you take a more formal role on the council or not, we still want to engage everyone. So there'll be probably a few that will make, I guess, those help with the decision making, but your voice will still be heard. So we will move very quickly with this process, and we hope to have members of the Provider Council identified by mid to end of October. So over the next 18 months, the Provider Council will work on the following goals once they are formed. Developing a shared equitable definition of quality, which is informed by all stakeholders involved in quality improvement, and using the definition to inform quality improvement initiatives along all funding sources. Create a quality hub where providers can go, regardless of funding streams, they can get supports for their program. And then engage with diverse parents, grandparents, caregivers to participate in policy and advocacy work. And the council will actually have an integral role in enlisting the support and creating help with the creation of a parent council. So you will really engage with the community. And also outline important policy priorities. So help to contribute the creation of the Summit on Equity, and help produce a report about the EC equity gaps in the Southeast region. In addition, the council will help to identify any reforms to improve the state's QRS system by increasing cultural responsiveness, addressing barriers that may hold providers back of color, immigrant providers, and providers serving children with IEPs from achieving STAR 3 and 4 status. And then members get to work collectively together across all types of childcare settings. I'm going to stop there since there's not many of us. Does anyone have any questions so far or comments?
Hi, Stephanie. I had two quick questions. So I just want to clarify, so the Provider Council is region-wide, not just Philadelphia-based?
It's region-wide, correct.
So will the hub then also be a regional hub, or is that, because I'm confused about how that fits with what the build report was looking at?
So I know majority of the providers came from the Philadelphia area specifically, but we hope to get impact. This Provider Council will probably be very impactful in Philadelphia, but we also know that we work together with different quality organizations that support the field. So we still want some representation from several of the surrounding counties as well.
I can also step in here and say that there are subcommittees that will be part of the council, and one of the subcommittees is tasked with a much broader agenda around racial equity, and that, you know, goes across city boundaries, across the state. And so there are certain issues that the council is going to work on that is not specific to Philly, although something like the hub is going to be more specific to Philly. So.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I'm glad that the council is region-wide. I think it's good to have that broader voice. I just was confused about how it was fitting in with the recommendation from the build report about the hub specifically. So thanks.
No problem. Shawnee, you just said the communication about the council was vague about the geography. That may be why there aren't many people here from outside of Philadelphia. Yeah, we hope to have some representation from this, surrounding counties. So maybe that could be why too. That it was probably think it was more focused in Philadelphia. But that is a good point. Any other questions? Okay. So the commitment, so being a member of the council requires some commitment from you or whoever who is on the council. In the beginning, we say we at least 2 meetings per month. That's what we project. Days and times and all that have not been identified. More than likely, meetings will be virtual because of everything that's going on. But we hope one day we can meet face to face. And we say at least 4 to 6 hours of council activities. We average about that. In the beginning, it's probably going to be a little bit more because this is still being formed and there's still a lot of unknowns. And this can be, some of the work can be engaging with other providers. It can be recruiting other families and maybe other advocacy work as well. All right, any questions or comments? All right.
I want to say something, if that's okay. That we'll definitely have more events like this on Zoom so people can learn more about the council. So if you do have colleagues or friends or people who you know will be interested, please spread the word and share information about this, and we'll follow up with more information about future events.
Perfect. Thank you. So if you are interested, or you may know someone that is interested, in the chat box, there is a link, and you can just fill that out, or you can pass it along if you may know someone that is interested. And it just asks some general questions and contact information. So you can always reach out to me if you have any questions. And before we go, Site Day, so Children First invites you to spread the word about Site Day if you haven't heard about it yet. This is really geared for children who do not have or did not pass the eye screening this year, or do not have health insurance, even though it is open to everyone. But that's what it's geared for. Children from ages 6 to 17, they're providing care virtually via telehealth by appointment only. So the number is there. I will pop the links in the chat box so that you can get some additional information if need be, or you want to share with your staff. On the chat box. Oh, the link isn't live. I'll put it in the chat box again for the interested. I will do that right now. All right, so just this is a reminder, here's my contact information. I will put the link back in the chat box just in case you did not see it. If you're interested, you can always reach out to me if you have any questions. Again, a lot is still being formed. This is just the very beginning, but if you know what, someone that is interested, this is recorded and we hope to share this out as well for those that couldn't make it tonight.